never drinking again. It's no big loss. I'm never drinking again with Aiden Parents and Dan Ross.
Hello and welcome to the Never Drinking Again podcast with me, Dan Ross.
And me, Aiden Parents.
So another one of our lockdown episodes, and this week, we're talking about Eurovision, the European singing-based competition.
Is it a singing competition or is it a showmanship competition?
Well, there's lots of things that go into it. You've got the singing, you've got the song itself, and then we Euro fans call it the staging. So, you know, what goes on the stage, that plays a big part in it as well.
Yeah, that's why you watch it. No one's watching Eurovision thinking, I hope I find out about a new band I love.
Yeah, there are some good songs. There's some tunes that come up. There's songs that appeared on Eurovision that I still listen to now.
There's no,
Yeah.
not for me.
So obviously we had this year's Eurovision was cancelled, but there were a few shows that went on instead of it. I wouldn't class myself as a super fan, but I'm approaching that because I watched every single show they put out. Did you, Aiden?
I haven't watched every single show.
Because
my thing with Eurovision, what I loved it like when I was at uni.
Yeah.
We'd all gather, and there'd be a few of you, and you have a few drinks, and you might introduce a drinking game that normally only lasts the first two songs before you forget the rules,
and then just drink.
Yeah.
And
you kind of just make vaguely xenophobic comments about different nations.
Yeah, I mean that's always fun.
Yeah.
We did it one year where our theme was you had to dress up as a country. And I didn't really know how to do that. So I just painted the Armenia flag on my face.
Okay.
Which is fun at first, but then you're there with an Armenia flag on your face for 4 hours, and the Armenian song wasn't even that good. So it was quite down. It was quite down.
One of my favourite Eurovisions would have been 2016. Because I watched it with an American who's never heard of Eurovision until on the day. And I was it's Eurovision tonight. And they were like, what's that? And I was like, okay, we're watching this.
Eurovision for the first time would be absolutely mind-blowing. How
he watches it every year now, religiously.
Yeah. How could you describe Eurovision? It's
if the whole of Europe got drunk and decided how to sort of reform the EU.
And for some reason, Australia's there as well.
Yeah, there was a good laugh. Didn't they have a streaker the first year they were allowed in?
Did they?
I feel like the Australians did somebody. I think today it wasn't an Australian, but the first year Australia was in, someone else painted themselves with an Australian flag and ran naked on the stage.
Oh, amazing.
To frame them.
But yeah, it's really popular in Australia. That's why they're in it.
Yeah.
It's broadcast over there. In the morning. Who would watch Eurovision in the morning? It's very much an evening thing.
Right, so the guy was Ukrainian.
Oh, he just ran on with a naked dress as Australia?
Yeah.
Fair play. You had the British one 2 years ago who the stage invader ran on and had a go at the British press. Do you remember that?
I don't. It sounds like something the guy who does Lee Francis would do, Simon Brodkin.
Yeah,
not Lee Francis, Lee Nelson.
Lee Nelson, yeah. He's never interrupted Eurovision, has he?
I don't think he has, but he would do something like that. He's interrupted FIFA.
Yeah, he interrupted Blatter. I remember that. Threw money at him. Which Seth probably enjoyed, to be fair.
Well, I don't think it was real money, so probably not.
So there was a thing for Eurovision the BBC did where it was just voting for your favourite ever Eurovision song.
Right.
Guess what won?
ABBA.
Yeah. It's so boring. ABBA. I mean...
ABBA are not that good.
Yeah.
Firstly, I cannot stress how much I don't enjoy ABBA.
And also, it's just it's such a basic pick. It'd be oh, choose your favourite pizza and pepperoni one. It's like, yeah, like think outside the box for once.
Well, no, but that it's.
It'd be more like margarita.
It's a favourite for a reason, though. Like the classics are a classic for a reason.
That's true, but it's just anytime anything goes to a public vote in Britain, something bad happens.
Well, it's what I always hate is when they vote for like the funniest TV moment of all time, and it's always fucking Del Boy.
There's always vote for.
It's amusing, sure. It's not the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Only Fools always wins best British sitcom.
Yeah,
and it is like really good Only Fools, but they went on for far much longer than they had to. And it's like it's been bad longer than it's been good.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough Only Fools to know. Like, I've enjoyed the ones I've seen, but
I'm not knocking it. Got no problems with Only Fools. It's just I don't think it's the best. That's the thing.
It's not the funniest TV moment.
They do public votes and they call it the best. And it's like if it's a public vote, it's not the best. It's the favourite.
Yeah, it's the people's favourite.
It's the most popular. It's not the best.
Yeah, but it's what the most people think is the best.
Yeah, but the most popular person at my school wasn't the best person. That was me, and I was far from the most popular.
Yeah, but there's a difference between everybody's best is going to be something different. So they're deciding what do most people think is the best.
Yeah, but ABBA, fuck off, like.
Yeah, I don't like it. ABBA, they're all like Eurovision-y type songs, and Eurovision songs are like purposefully bad in my mind.
Oh yeah, some of the ones for the last couple of years have actually been good. Like, there's a few songs this year which are like actually. Like,
they're never that enjoyable though. When someone comes out with an actual good song, it's like, oh, this is boring. I'm not watching Eurovision for this.
Yeah, but not like. So there's been a few of the ones of the past couple of years have managed to blend like being a good song, but also being a bit weird, like being Eurovision-y, and it's really like Iceland's this year is that. If you get a chance, I would go and listen to that.
I mean, they had the Austrian person, Conchita Wurst.
See, I didn't like
donut sausage or something.
Yeah, oh yeah, she got.
And that it was a good song, but it was also kind of fun and Eurovision-y.
See, I didn't like that song. I thought it was a bit. If it wasn't for the fact that it was, it was
a bearded lady.
Yeah, I don't think it would have done as well as it would based purely on the song.
Possibly not, but that's kind of the point of Eurovision. It's everything.
Yeah. My favourite winner was Only Teardrops. Do you remember that? The Danish winner in 2013. Maybe before your time.
I don't, because I kind of start. The first one I properly watched would have been 2014 because that was first year of uni.
Oh, okay. See, that 2013 was my last year of uni, so we don't.
I caught bits of it before because my family would watch it, but it was never something I was that interested in.
See, I've always been. It's been really weird. Like when I was at school, it was like considered really lame. But me and like, 3 of my friends, all male, were all really into it. And then
you're really lame.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. And then I went to uni, and like everyone was into it, and we had like a big party and our flat every time it was Eurovision. Well, I suppose lame people go to universities.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where that came from. But yeah, the 2013 one when she won, she started a song, and halfway through I'd already downloaded it onto my phone because I liked it so much. That's one of my friends' like endearing memories of me at uni is just being like, "This is class. I'm downloading this straight away."
So the year that Conchita Wurst won, I do vividly remember 2 songs from that year.
Okay.
Which weren't that, and that was the French entry, which was "I Want a Mustache." And it's just a song about how these 4 grown men can't grow mustaches.
Oh, I feel you, brothers.
And that was enjoyable. And there was also Latvia's "Cake to Bake," which is still a banger. If you ever want to check out that.
Cake to Bake.
Yeah. Which is just about their nan's cake recipe.
See, my immediate. Do you remember the Polish entry where it was the woman butter churning?
Yes, yeah. I remember that.
I remember that well.
I remembered that a few times afterwards.
I looked that up because it didn't get many.
Because you've completed Pornhub, yes.
Right.
Lockdown's been hard.
I looked it up in relation to the points it got, and it didn't get many points, but it won both Britain and Ireland's telephone vote.
Dirty bastard.
Yeah. I'm giving 12 points to the tits.
There's also was that the same year as the Russian Grannies?
It's around that time. The Russian Granny song was great. There's been some great ones.
And Graham Norton's also I know Terry Wogan was good, but I don't remember that much of him. I've seen clips from there.
Well, I prefer Graham, I think.
Yeah, he's...
By the end,
doesn't give a shit.
Terry seemed to, like, you give a shit and take the piss, but you also have to kind of enjoy it a bit. And it always, like, Terry Wogan by the end was just like, I don't want to be here. And there was the Alcohol for Everybody song. Who did that? What year was that? That was a good one.
I don't recall that one.
Yeah, I was going to say, that could be like our theme tune.
Alcohol for Everyone.
Oh my God. I can't find. Was it Romania? I don't think it was Romania. Anyway, yeah, there's a song about just drink alcohol, so got to endorse that. Alcohol is Free. That's what it was called, and it was by Greece.
Okay.
In 2013, in 2013, Alcohol is Free.
I mean, some of the British winners have been absolute dog crap.
Yeah, do you know Love Shine a Light is the highest point total ever in the history of Eurovision?
Is that Bucks Fizz?
No, that was what's he called? But it was the last time we won, so 96, 97. And it's Katrina and the Waves.
Oh, I've actually heard of them. Like, they've heard other songs.
So it's Love Shine a Light. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was our last winner in 1997.
Also, I really like that. I remember Jedward said they were going to keep doing it for Ireland until they win, and after 2 years they went, nah, we're not going to do this.
But yeah. Well, they came like 8th with their first one, and then they came like 20th with their second one, so it was like, well, this isn't going well, fuck this.
Katrina and the Waves were famous before Eurovision, which is weird.
Yeah, they did Walking on Sunshine.
Yeah. I was thinking I know the name, but I can't think of the song. And that was 1985. Then 12 years later, they won Eurovision.
Yeah, it's always a risk to Eurovision when you're already like established.
Yeah, because sometimes you get it where people who are, far past their music career, like Blue, Engelbert,
Humperdinck, yeah,
which is the greatest name.
Yeah. Do you remember Tattoo, the Russian lesbian girl group?
All the things she said.
Yeah, they did it.
Oh.
And I remember they had to, because they kissed at the end and it got censored.
Censored everywhere or just in Russia?
No, everywhere.
Oh. I'm hoping that was some time ago.
Yeah, 2003.
Not that long ago.
Yeah. Well, that wouldn't happen now. It was like, 2 women are kissing, censor that.
Because I think that would be thing about, protesting in Russia, because obviously they're big on the old homophobia.
2003, I looked it up. We got 0 points that year. I'm trying to see what our song was.
I swear
it was when that was the first time we got no points. Gemini. Cry Baby. That's famously bad.
I know. I think it's called Scooch. Were also terrible.
Scooch were amazing.
Waving the flag, was it that one?
Flying the flag.
Flying the flag.
Well, don't you dare bash Scooch.
I remember because I don't know why, because it was terrible, but it stuck in my mind so much. Over like 4 years later, I saw them on Coach Trip.
Yeah, and it wasn't the best thing about them going on Coach Trip was it wasn't even Celebrity Coach Trip.
Yeah, we were in Scooch, and I was like, I know that. Well, I shouldn't know that.
It was listed as one of the iconic British songs when on this Eurovision show the BBC did. I was like, yes, big up Scooch.
that must have got like nearly 0.
I think it did. Don't think it did well. I think it did a lot better than a lot of other stuff from us had done in the years before.
I mean, they got 19 points, which finished 22nd out of 24.
I mean, that's not bad for us to go.
Well, it was joint 22nd, which is also joint second last.
Yeah. We'll take that, as long as it's not last. We definitely got hurt by... So, like, Gemini came last. Yeah, they were shit, but also it was 2003, and we were very unliked in 2003.
Oh, yeah.
That's carried on, and now we're even more unliked because of it. But, I mean, I think we came last year as well. But to be fair, the song was shit.
We haven't had a good song for quite some time. I don't think I've seen a good...
The song this year is okay. It's not embarrassing. And a few people like ran simulations or used data or whatever, like nerds, you know, to run what would happen. And we were predicted to finish like 10th, which would have been amazing.
Oh yeah, but they do this before like every Eurovision, and they go, oh, you know, Britain have got a real chance this year. The algorithm predicts third, and then it's like, yeah, but you haven't taken into account no one likes us. They're like, oh, even if we have a good song, no one's voting for us.
The algorithm,
even Irish are like, oh, we're not sure anymore.
Yeah, we always give Ireland at least 10 points.
Well, it was always we got the max points from Ireland, and recently it's like, you know what, guys, we're not sure anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if Kosovo were in it, they'd give us 12 points because they love us, but I don't think they'd allow Kosovo to enter. It would cause more problems than it would solve. It's quite a contentious region. But yeah, did you see it when we played Kosovo in the Euro qualifiers? They were all holding up like the St. George's flag and saying, "We love you, England."
Yeah.
One of the most popular names in Kosovo is Tony Blair. So, like,
what?
Yeah, there's loads of kids in Kosovo called Tony Blair. It's spelled Tonibler. Yeah, Tony Blair is a male given name in Kosovo, given in honour of former British Prime Minister Tony Blair following his role in the 1999 NATO air campaign against the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia during the Kosovo War.
I mean, to be fair, Tony Blair did a lot of like quite good things, and then just one really, really bad thing.
Like he did the Irish peace talks, did obviously helped with the Balkan crisis, and then kind of undid his legacy.
Yeah. But we're not going to talk about Tony Blair.
It's the Tony Blair episode.
We don't do politics on this podcast.
Yeah. There's a picture of Tony Blair when I met loads of kids named after him in Kosovo. There's some girls there as well. God, you don't want to be called Tony Blair if you're a girl.
No, definitely not.
That's quite cool, though. So imagine having loads of kids called Aiden Perrins.
Yeah, it'd be class. That should be my legacy.
Try and just be really nice to quite a small region or small country, and then hope that they name their kids after you.
Estonia, I'm coming for you.
Well, San Marino's really small.
Yeah, Malta,
yeah.
They're all English speaking as well, so that would help.
Yeah. San Marino, speaking of them, because it's so small as a country, the population's so small, basically anyone can enter for San Marino at Eurovision. So I'm thinking 2021, me and you, let's write a song.
Well, it's because it's like their football team. I've always thought, if there's like, could I get San Marino citizenship somehow? And then try and get into the national team.
You have to live there for 5 years.
Seems like quite a nice place.
Yeah, it's near Italy, isn't it? So.
Well, it's in Italy, isn't it? So
basically Italy, yeah.
Because its only border is like Italy.
What you could do is get someone pregnant, and just before they're about to give birth, go to San Marino for a bit. Then you'd have a San Marino child, and then you could definitely get them.
Yeah, because they're not quite as past it as I am.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, if I was a footballer, I'm meant to be in my peak now, which I don't think is right.
Well, it's because I have just worked out I still have to be better than 18 people at football, which it isn't like.
Yeah, that's touching. Oh, San Marino have already said they're letting the person from this year do next year in Eurovision because they didn't get to go. So yeah, we'll do 2022. We'll do that gives us 2 years to write a song, and then we can represent San Marino.
So the population of San Marino is like 33,785.
That's like Villa Park.
Yeah, that's less than Villa Park.
Yeah.
That's, Villa Park playing against, Sunderland on a Tuesday night.
Yeah. And can you imagine if one of those people had to then write a song and perform at Eurovision?
But obviously not all of them are, men between sort of 18 and 35, which is good footballing age.
And then you have to think about those that are actually interested in playing football. So you could filter out a few then.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the how many people are eligible, sort of in the eligible age range for.
I'm just gonna have a look at their football team.
Okay, so there's about 6,000 men, sort of in the age range to play football.
Yeah.
That's still quite a few to pick the top 18 from.
And the majority of them looking at the current squad, play either in the San Marino League or non-league of Italy.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got like one Serie C player, and he's like the star player.
Yeah, there's a guy called Nicola Nani who's 20 and plays for Crotone, who are like Serie B.
Oh. Because I know their top scorer is like 9 goals. And that's the all-time top scorer.
Yeah, the top scorer is Andy Selva with 8.
Right, there we go.
Oh, Andy Selva looks like a guy. He's 43 now. He only retired 2 years ago. But he was born in Rome.
I could get a kid to get more than 8 goals for San Marino. And then all of San Marino would name their kid after my kid.
Yeah. Well, if you just call your kid Aiden Jr., they're named after you.
Yes.
Right. Well, first step is to impregnate someone.
Yes, that is the main issue.
Yeah. And if
at the moment, it's literally illegal.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you could fill up a medical test tube bottle.
Well, actually, because I'm allowed to go and move in with someone now.
Yeah.
I'd have to just move in with them.
It's a very bold step. But if anyone...
But it also have to be in San Marino, so I'd have to get to San Marino first.
No, you wouldn't. You could impregnate them here.
And
once they've got...
go to San Marino.
Yeah.
And then...
Probably wait a few months.
Yeah, they'll be open in 9 months, won't they?
Yeah. So if anyone's listening and would like to get impregnated by Aiden, you can reach us on Twitter or Instagram at the NDA Pod, and we'll go from there. It'd be great if we got loads of messages now. Please let Aiden father my child, my San Marinan child. It looks quite nice though, San Marino.
It's lovely, by all accounts. Nice little microstate.
Yeah.
It's known as the most serene public of San Marino.
What?
What a lovely name.
Also, because I don't think they have a women's team, so you would need to make because if you had the child and then it was a girl,
drown it.
No, you just have to keep going again and again.
Unless I just have 11 girls.
And make a San Marino women's.
Make a women's team. All called Aiden parents. Yeah,
so it's like you try 11 times to have a boy to play for San Marino, and they're all girls, and you're like, wait a second. This solves everything.
Well, you can adoptions like a San Marino, because I could adopt a San Marino kid.
That's true, yeah. And then go to San Marino looks like quite serene, quite well run. I don't know if there'd be too many adoptings.
There's always people who,
Would they be happy to adopt to a foreigner?
Possibly not, because looking at it, they're very religious, so they wouldn't like somebody who isn't religious to adopt their kid.
No, Catholics famously do give away children to foreigners. Have you seen Philomena?
Do they not normally like them to be also Catholic?
Oh, yeah.
It's being raised Catholic.
Well, you can convert. Catholicism's a very easy one to convert to.
It is. Yeah, I could pretend, go to church a bit, drink a bit of wine, have some wafers.
Yeah. And you only have to do it up until the point you get your kid. And then afterwards you can be like, well, it's not up to you anymore. Get fucked. Hedonism.
Yeah. I mean, we've gone off topic, but this is like a great plan.
Diverted episodes, like but this is what happens with you get creative types together and they start planning. They just go, we need you to impregnate someone now, or adopt. I prefer you to impregnate someone, if I'm honest with you.
What if I stole the child?
I think that's too bloody far. That because what if the parents then turn up and they want it back?
Well, that's how stealing works. You just hide.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have the skills to manage that. What do you think you're going to be more likely to be able to do? Steal a child or impregnate someone?
I don't know. Depends. Do you know where the McCanns are going on holiday next?
Probably not back to Portugal. Probably to San Marino.
Yeah.
Have you? This is
steal their kid, raise them as a San Marino child.
This is going off topic even further. But did you watch the Netflix Madeleine McCann documentary?
Nah, I know how it ends.
No, it was very interesting and like theories as to what could have happened and everything. What's your theory? Not to lie.
I think they accidentally killed her and then panicked.
Yeah. It does point to it. I think it was some random nonce, but I think they were very, what's the opposite of cautious? They were just like
reckless.
Yeah.
They were silly boys.
They were silly. I think they probably did things where it knocked the kids out so they'd sleep so they could go and have their lovely tapas. So I think that's where the whole guilt comes from. Because apparently there was a paedophile ring that were in the area, and weirdly where they went to, lots of paedophiles went on holiday. That was the one thing that stuck out with me in the documentary.
Well, my mate, his family went and stayed at that place a year before.
Oh shit. That's scary, isn't it? It's just like...
Well, but he's got good parents, so...
Oh, yeah. So he's all right. One of my favourite lines from the documentary is the policeman, and he's talking about lots of paedophiles going on holiday there. And they're like, why are paedophiles going on holiday? And he's like, well, paedophiles need holidays too. Stop defending paedophiles.
No, it is fair. Everyone deserves a holiday.
Everyone knows.
I imagine they work quite hard because I don't think it's that easy. I don't think it's as easy as they make out to be.
No, unless the McCanns are staying nearby. So Eurovision.
Yes, Eurovision. It's a good excuse for a piss up. That's what I love about it. But that's why I don't really watch it because me and my dad sitting there watching Eurovision, it just doesn't have the same energy.
Oh, I think it would. You could both dress up as your favourite Eurovision acts.
No.
Share a bottle of gin and just watch Eurovision. It wasn't very good this year because obviously they had to cancel it and they put on this thing instead that they only showed 30 seconds of each song, that's not what Eurovision's for.
Yeah, Eurovision is for wishing things were over, not wishing things were longer.
Yeah, it's like they completely misconstrued what people wanted. They were like, "Oh, let's do this special show," and it's like, "No, we just want to see the songs."
Yeah,
and then maybe get to judge them in a non-official capacity. Which was they did that on YouTube, but on telly they put on some weird show with Johnny Logan dressed up as God singing his songs.
That's what this made up Eurovision on Facebook, where a bunch of attention-seeking comedians, a bunch of comedians. I don't need the adjectives there.
Go to that.
They all sort of either found a terrible sort of Euro trance song, or they made their own, and then people dressed up as different countries and pretended to award points.
that does sound fun, but also a bit much.
I think it's a good idea.
I suppose there's a lot of free time in any, like, you know the phrase like, "Oh, do you have nothing better to do?" You can't use that now.
Yeah.
It's like I've done all my hobbies like by week 1 of lockdown. I'm gonna make my own Eurovision now.
Yeah, I thought it was very good.
I watched the Eurovision fan club. The official did their own vote, and that was quite fun to watch.
I mean, that really sounds like scraping the barrel.
It was so it was basically just a collection of elderly gay men from across Europe saying what songs they liked. It was the most, like, if you had a stereotype of who's going to be in the Eurovision fan club, elderly gay men. That's exactly what it was. Just like, and they were like, every country had a representative, and it's just like, you must be the only guy in your country who was in the Eurovision fan club. And Lithuania won.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about Lithuania. I don't even have a stereotype for them. That's how little I know.
One of my friends is Lithuanian.
So based the whole country on them, what they like.
So they all support Wolves.
Okay.
They all like film, go to the cinema a lot. And well, my mate once broke my window, so they all break windows.
Are they a little bit racist, but they think it's okay?
No.
Okay, that's what I would. That is, if I was going to make something up about Lithuania, that's what I would say.
Yeah. But he's not. He's English, but like his family, ancestors are Lithuanian.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah, but it's one of those countries where it got invaded by the Nazis, and then when the Nazis went, the communists came in. I was like, those guys had a tough time.
One extreme to another.
Yeah, you're like, the Nazis are gone, and then you just look over to the east, like, what's going on? Where are they? What are they up to? The history of Europe. What I thought was unfair as well is, so Holland won it last year, so it's hosted in Holland, and they chose Rotterdam. It's like, if you're going to have a big party piss up in Holland, no one wants to go to Rotterdam.
What's wrong with Rotterdam?
Nothing, but think of Holland. Think of having a party in Holland. What is the city you'd want to go to?
Well, because I've been there, I would not want to go to Amsterdam because I don't like it. I would rather go to Rotterdam for a piss up.
See, Eurovision in Amsterdam sounds like the best thing ever.
I mean, to be fair, when there are when there's they've got this thing in Netherlands called King's Day, which is I feel like it's near the end of April, or the end of May, and it's like the whole country gets a day off work pretty much. There's no licensing laws, so anyone can sort of sell you alcohol, and everyone just gets pissed up in the streets. And Amsterdam is quite fun on that day.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And they have like well-known DJs that are doing sets on street corners.
So kind of like Notting Hill.
Yes, yeah, it is a bit like Notting Hill actually, but sort of even more crazy because Notting Hill is one area of London, and it's a big area, but it's one area. This is the entire country.
That's it.
Imagine if the entire country did Notting Hill.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I do like Notting Hill actually. I kind of wanted to go this year, but obviously
you can't.
Yeah. So I went last year for the first time and had a great day.
Yeah, I've only been once, but loved it. It's one of them where, like, because so many people, sometimes it can be really annoying, like getting the tube and everything like that. But if you're in a situation where it's quite easy to get there and back, it is fun. Like,
I remember going there because obviously I had to catch the train from Birmingham. Like the first train I got on was packed, but then it joined up with another train of the same length later on, but like no extra passengers, so we all spread out. It was great.
So yeah, like normally I didn't like doing the things.
And then there's like people like smoking weed on the train, and everyone's like, "This is fine."
Yeah, when I went, it was the day after I'd been out for my birthday, and I was with one of my mates, and we were both a bit hungover. And it's like, "What do you want to do?" And we're like, "Shall we go to Notting Hill?" I was like, "Yeah."
Not that you're hungover sounds horrendous.
No, it was good because we went to Byron Burger first and had a massive burger, and then got on the tube, and then bought a load of cans from Sainsbury's and basically just walks along drinking lager. And then we had a few Pims, overpriced Pims. It was great. But yeah, normally in London I avoided the stuff that everyone did because it's just people, man. There's too many.
Yeah, curried goat with rice and peas. Oh,
yeah,
what a meal! I love it.
And there were lots of people obviously like carrying flags around of like African and Caribbean countries, which were obviously like where they were, their origins. And I kept wanting to buy one, and I was like, it's probably not the best look.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to buy a Ghana flag because I really liked Ghana during the 2010 World Cup. I just think it wouldn't have gone down well. I don't think.
No, that's not what you want.
I'm quite obviously not Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Did you take a picture with a policeman while you were at Notting Hill?
No, I'm not sure I took any pictures.
Oh, I did. That's like the thing everyone does. You take pictures with police people.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because the police are all friendly because it's not. Yeah. And then I asked.
It's like there are certain laws which they've just gone, nah, not today.
I saw a few people get arrested while I was there, but like it was someone tried to start a fight and barge into someone's house.
Yeah, they still think like that's not on.
That's not on. Drinking and stuff, and I think they were very relaxed about drugs. There are people like pissing in the street right next to a policeman and he didn't do anything.
Yeah, because it's like, well,
I can't stop this.
Go for it.
During my like teenage, early 20 years, that was the one thing I was always worried I was going to get arrested for.
I mean, it's not so bad in this country. Like America, you get put on a list.
You can get. I think it. Firstly, it depends like if you get caught, and secondly, it depends like.
Well, yeah, if you don't get caught, all crime is legal.
Well, that's my motto. But I mean,
people always say this. It's like, oh, well, it's only a problem if you get caught, isn't it? It's like, yeah, that's all crime.
Yeah, but I think it also depends how lenient or how much of a pissed off the policeman is.
Yeah, like most policemen I've encountered they're like everyone else. They just want an easy day and they want to go home.
But if they've been
there's a few that they've already had some people mouthing off to them and they just want it.
And then they see some dickhead pissing and they're like, right, you're fucked.
And then there's some which also they have like a quota for the day of like, their boss has been like, you need to, give out 10 cautions or something. They're like, fine. They're just finding random people to be jobs worth to.
Yeah. I found with weeing in the street as well when pissed, some people are like very free and easy with it and just do it all the time. And some people are like, find it the grossest thing in the world. I've been with people and I'm like, why are you weeing? And it's like, need a piss. There's no toilet for a bit. And I have a wee.
There are some people who literally have like zero standards, and it's like we're going to a place with a toilet in about 45 seconds.
I will say I don't do it anymore because I think it's not. I think I'm past the age of like you can get away with it.
It is not on at 28.
Yeah, it's just like, and plus I'm always near enough. I very rarely walk to places now.
That is a thing as well.
Like if I'm going out, I'll get a taxi or we'll be already in the place I'm never that far from a toilet now.
Maybe that's just what happens when you get older. You just want to reduce the time between toilets.
I mean, that more sitting down as well. That's a big thing for me going out now. It's like, do you want to go dancing in a club? No, I want to go sit down on the floor. Leave me alone.
Well, so this Eurovision episode.
Yeah, it's deviated.
Shall we try wrap things up?
I think we should.
We're kind of not really talking about Eurovision at all.
To finish things off, what is your favourite ever Eurovision song?
I think it might be the one I've already mentioned, which is Cake to Bake from Latvia 2014.
I'm going to have to listen to that because...
It's a roaster.
It's a top tune. Mine is... There's two, and I can't decide between them. There's Only Teardrops from Emily DeForest from 2013 and Satellite by Lena from 2010. Both...
I think I've just read something where like that was voted the worst Eurovision song ever. Worst Eurovision winner ever.
Well,
yeah, worst Eurovision winner
Who
ever.
voted for that? Prick.
The Independent.
Oh, fuck the Independent. They're not even a newspaper anymore. What do they know? Like, they're clearly so misinformed and terrible that their sales were so bad that they had to go online only. And now they're bashing Lena. Fuck them.
Right, well,
and on that
note,
guys. I mean, if the Independent are listening and they ever want, to review this podcast,
give me the job.
I do think they're very good, and that was purely for comic effect.
Yeah, for the Independent, I am a qualified journalist with a wealth of experience. Yeah.
But like, journalism's pointless now. Like, being a qualified journalist is like being a fucking stand-up. Just things that people don't need.
I'd say people need good journalists more than ever.
Yeah, but people don't read good journalism.
No, because people complain that the only good journalism is you have to pay for, and they're like, journalism in this country is terrible, and then they ask you to pay for some good stuff, and they're like, why am I paying for journalism?
Even like
that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, we'll have a very serious discussion on the failing standards of British journalism. That'll be next week. But aside from that, all that's left to say is, guys, thanks for listening to this non-Eurovision related Eurovision episode.
Yeah, cheers. Enjoy lockdown as much as I am.
Goodbye, and we'll see you next week.
Laters.
I'm never drinking again. It's no big loss. I'm never drinking again with Aiden parents and Dan Ross.